YouTube. We are going to learn today how I make my famous ribs. So stay tuned. We're going to take you back to yesterday to how we started the process, and we're about to get busy with some ribs that are getting finished off in the smoker. Stay tuned. You're going to love the way these taste. Do not miss out. Okay, well, here we are on prep day, and we have three things that we put on these pork spare ribs. Now, these are just store-bought, nothing special, got them at Walmart. First step, trim off the fat. You can see it sitting back here. There's plenty of fat mixed in with this meat. You don't need the big chunks of it left on. In fact, it kind of just gets in the way. Okay? Now, I'm going to introduce you to a product here. Don't freak out. But 2017, I went down to Texas to work Hurricane Harvey storm restoration, and I came across the product, and this is not a lie, and this is not me being vulgar. It is made by the Big Cock Ranch, and it is called Bullshit. It has got to be one of the best seasonings I think I've ever had. Okay, now we sprinkled that on both sides. We then hit McCormick Grill Mates Montreal steak seasoning. Okay, on both sides. Now we're not being conservative with this. We're giving it a good lathering. And then McCormick Grill Mates Mesquite Rub is also on there. Now again, we did this on both sides. So the next step is we're going to cover this with some saran wrap or a clear plastic wrap. Depending on where you're from, you might notice something different, but it's not anything surprising. And we're going to put this back in the refrigerator. We're just going to get rid of the fat. It's not a big deal. So anyway, that is where we're at right now. Tomorrow, I wish y'all could smell these things. They smell great just standing here, and they haven't even been cooked yet. But the whole point of putting this with the saran wrap and the rub is to let that aroma kind of penetrate into the meat. So tomorrow, we're going to start on the actual cooking process, but this is step one. You got to do this. It makes them so much better if you want to do them right. So stay tuned. We will be back tomorrow, and we will get you guys on the process of how to actually cook these things for some awesomely tender smoked ribs. Stay tuned. Okay, well, we are back. This is round 2, or part 2. And as we told you last night, we were going to cover this in clear cellophane wrap, and we did. So it is now time to remove that. They smell delicious. But the next part, we're going to turn on the oven. And set them on about 265. And then we are instantly just going to go ahead and put them in. And that is the next step. We are going to leave them in the oven for approximately 4 hours. So we will come back and check on those periodically. And one thing we will do is every once in a while we'll drain some of that grease out of the pan. But we're going to cook them on real low for about 4 hours. Then we'll move on to the next step. So, all right. Stay tuned. Next part coming up in about 4 hours. Okay, we are back with part 3, and it is check time. They are looking good. Doesn't look like there's any kind of serious grease accumulations in there, so we are going to let it go. And that's going to be all for this part. Now, the next part, after we've checked them here, we're going to go outside and get the smoker ready. We have an electric smoker made by Cajun Injector. So, in about an hour, because it is 1:30 now, it was 10:30 when we put them in. In about an hour, we're going to go out and get the smoker ready, get the water in it, let it start heating up. And then these things will do 2 hours in the smoker with some chips. So, stay tuned. Next part is coming up. Alright, well, it is now time to get the old smoker fired up. We're going to set the smoker on about 265 degrees. That's where we are. Do the time. We're going to put it on for about 3 hours. And we're going to let this thing heat up. Right now it says it's 97 degrees, and I'll be honest with you, I don't buy that. But that's where we are at the moment. So here in a minute, we're going to go and get our ribs out of the oven, and we're going to put them in here for about 2 hours. So stay tuned. We're about to get to the part where things start smelling really good. Okay, well, he's hungry. I'm hungry. So let's see what we got here. We are about T-minus 2 hours, maybe 2.5 until rib time. And we are done in the oven. So, we're going to take them out of here. You have to forgive the photography. I can't really see where I'm at. And here you have it. You know you're doing good when you start to see the ribs poke out here, gradually getting nice and tender on its own. Okay. So, first thing we're going to do, we're going to come in here and we're going to cut this stuff in half. And it's already so daggone tender, it's not even funny. Now, we have one side over here. Well, we might be able to get this off of here. Doesn't seem to want to cooperate. Okay, there's one. And cut side number 2. Good deal. Alright. Now, before we take these things and put them into the smoker, here's the secret part. Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce. We're going to give them a little lather in here. Now, we're not going to absolutely destroy these things with the barbecue sauce on this go round, and we're definitely not going to do anything on the back. To me, that's wasted. But we're going to take a brush, and we're definitely going to make sure we get it on everything here, because next up is the smoker. Okay, so while this thing's sitting in the smoker, this meat, or this barbecue sauce, is going to caramelize and be good to go. And I got a little piece hanging off here. This is definitely done it. Yeah. Sure enough, I did it again. They're awesome. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to set these right there. And we're going to go for a little walk out the door. Alright, so we're back. Now we've got our apple chips. You can do this whatever flavor you want. Get this tossed in right there. From now on, they'll all go in the side. We got our 2 racks, our split rack of ribs right there. And it is now time to lock this in. And in a few hours, we will come back and this will be great. So right now they're a little really wet. And by that I mean they got a lot of stuff in them. The smoke will help dry them out. It won't make them dry, but it will dry them out enough that they're not wanting to fall completely apart. So, anyway, stay tuned. We're going to get this show on the road, and about 5:30, these are going to come out, and we're going to eat. Be right back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. We went back in. We added one more glaze of barbecue sauce onto it. Same kind. The Jack Daniel's Hickory flavor. We come back in, cut them into fours. That's a bone. And these things have gotten so tender doing it the way that we just did it that when we took them out, some of the bones started falling out on their own. So, this is awesome. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Give the channel a subscribe, like the video, share it, comment below, and we're going to bring you some more stuff from the smoker as soon as we get the first opportunity. So thank you guys for watching. This is Chris with Big Dog Outdoors. I hope you liked it. I know he's going to like the bones, and so is he. This is Zeus. Say hi, Zeus. Okay, don't say hi. Alright. But he's licking his lips already. Thanks, guys, for watching. Take care. God bless. Have a great day. Yummy.